Namaskar and welcome to AiBee's world. Over the last 4-5 videos, I have been debunking a lot of dearly held beliefs about skincare and health. There you were, applying that vitamin C serum on your face and feeling so good. And then suddenly comes Dr. AiBee, who shakes her head ominously and says, that doesn't penetrate the skin. There you were planning to add the 2 teaspoons of collagen powder to your morning smoothie and feeling so healthy, and up pops Dr. AiBee, who shakes her head again and says, that'll do you no good. I know many of you would have been telling yourself, this doctor is such a bad news Bertha. Would she ever have anything positive to say? Well, ladies and gentlemen, today is the day. Today I talk real positive. Today I talk about retinols. And man, I'm oh so glad to talk about retinol, because retinol is that one chemical, one ingredient of skincare that is actually a wonder chemical, and it has the power to weave magic in your skin. And I would like to thank the YouTube channel Sing and Core for suggesting retinol as the subject of this video. If you haven't watched Sing and Core, do. They're extremely cute. So then, what is retinol? Very simply explained, retinol is a form of vitamin A. We all know vitamin A. So retinol, you can say, is an analog of vitamin A. There are other forms of vitamin A or other analogs of vitamin A like retinal, retinoic acid, beta carotene. So what about retinoids? Well, the umbrella term for all natural and synthetic analogs or forms of vitamin A is retinoid. That means vitamin A is a retinoid, retinol is a retinoid. Now these are natural retinoids. You also have synthetic or man-made retinoids like adapalene, tazorotene, which are synthetic retinoids. Now all forms of vitamin A or retinoids have got very important functions in your body, rather in our bodies. But we will obviously not be talking about all that. We are going to concentrate on the effects of retinoids on skin, mainly facial skin. And remember, it is much more correct to say retinoids for skincare rather than retinol for skincare. So we will be talking about retinoids and their use on skin. Today I will be talking about only those retinoids that are found in your skincare products, not the ones that a doctor prescribes, because that is of course for medical use and is specific to your skin condition, and it is best left to the wisdom of your dermatologist or your doctor. Now let us talk about good things that retinoids do for your skin. You know, retinoids do endlessly good things to your skin. Delicious things, magical things. What are those? Well, for one, they fight against wrinkles. 2, they prevent collagen breakdown. 3, they increase collagen production. 4, they inhibit MMPs. Now what are MMPs? MMPs are matrix metalloproteinases, a group of enzymes that get activated by sunlight, that is ultraviolet rays, and they cause the scaffolding of the cells to break down, and therefore they are the key reason for photo damage or key reason for the wrinkling that is caused by sunlight. So vitamin A or retinoids, what they do is they inhibit these MMPs. Next, vitamin A or retinoids promote new blood vessel formation. They give you that rosy glow. They speed up skin renewal and they smoothen the skin. What else? They reduce skin pigmentation. They increase elasticity of the skin. They have a pronounced anti-acne effect. And finally, they also aid in the hydration of the skin by reducing what we call total epidermal water loss or TEWL. So as I said, retinoids are really great for your skin. Yes, of course, you must use retinol in your skincare regimen. If you are a woman above 45 or you have been spending a lot of time in the sun, remember retinol is your best friend. Retinol will take care of those fine lines, the crow's feet, the lines around your mouth, the pigmentation, the age spots, the dryness. So you must include retinol in your skincare regimen. Now there are hundreds of products that are available in the Indian market, online and otherwise, which say that they have retinol. And I thought instead of reviewing some of those, I should give you the information so that armed with that information, you can take an informed decision as to which product is good for your skin. So remember, in cosmeceutical products or in skincare products or in cosmetic products, retinoids are allowed only in 2 or 3 forms. The first one is of course retinol. The second is retinyl acetate. The third is retinyl palmitate. And in some cases you also have retinyl propionate. So when you look at the label, you should look for that term. The term is retinol or retinyl palmitate or retinyl acetate. So what is it that you should look for when you are buying a retinol or a retinoid product for your skin? Remember that retinol, I'm talking about retinol or even retinyl palmitate or retinyl acetate, is very unstable and gets easily degraded by things like light, heat, prolonged storage, presence of acid, presence of alkali, presence of water. Retinol is also known to bind to plastic. So when you buy a retinol product, you must look at the label and see what it contains. The name retinol or retinyl palmitate or retinyl acetate must be there. Second, the bottle should be dark, because as I told you before, the retinoids or rather retinol and even palmitate and acetate are pretty labile. So it should be in a dark glass bottle. The bottle should be glass because retinol binds to plastic. What else? You should not store it for very long because prolonged storage leads to the retinol, that is the active ingredient, getting degraded inside the bottle itself. You should store it in a cool place. So the best place to keep it would be probably the door of your refrigerator. And you should see that there is no water or aqua in the retinoid serum, because retinol is unstable in water. The stability and the penetration of retinoids, especially retinol, is depends on its delivery system. So if in the ingredients list you find that the company has written that the retinol is encapsulated form, or it is inside micro sponges or inside liposomes, or it is in a microemulsion form, or it is in the form of inclusion complexes with maltodextrin. So if these things are there, then you must go for the product. Why? Because it means that the retinol molecule is surrounded by a sphere which protects it from degradation and helps it to penetrate the skin. Now let us talk about how to get the very best out of your very expensive retinoid skin cream. So first you must wash your face. Wash your face with a branded, good quality, non-foaming, non-comedogenic face wash. Once that's done, make sure your face is absolutely dry, because you know I've told you before, retinol is not very good with water and it degrades, and therefore you don't want the cream to come in touch with water. So make sure your face is absolutely dry, then start applying the cream. Apply the cream from the outside of your face towards the inside. Why? because you see the outsides of your face are less sensitive, and therefore if you start from the outside, it means that by the time you reach the inner part of your face, which is more sensitive, the quantity of the cream would have reduced. Now once you've applied it, wait 30 seconds, 90 seconds, a minute, till the cream is absorbed, it is dry on the surface. Now is the time to apply your moisturizer. Don't forget the moisturizer, don't omit the moisturizer, because our skin on retinoids becomes dry, and therefore use the moisturizer generously. At night, use something that is heavy. In the daytime, you would prefer a gel based one. So apply a moisturizer, a good moisturizer. Now we come to the sunscreen. Any skin that is on retinoids must use sunscreen. Why? Because the use of the retinoid makes the skin very photosensitive, because of which the moment you go out in the sun, you get peeling and cracking and redness and all those bad things. So if you are on retinoid skin creams, use a good quality sunscreen in good quantity before you go out in the sun. Now the thing about photosensitization due to retinoids is that it goes away after a few months. Once the skin starts getting used to the retinoids, the photosensitization goes away. But then, even then, I would advise use a good quality sunscreen and use it in a generous way. And I'm planning a video on sunscreen, and it will be coming soon. Though I have said that photosensitization goes away after some time, after a few months of use, but still, if you ask me, I would never use a retinoid in my AM skincare regimen. I would always use it before going to bed. So remember that. Now, the use of retinoids for skincare is not without its problems. There is something very well known called the retinoid reaction that happens. What is that? Well, if you use retinoid on your skin, initially you might get intense burning, intense itching, redness, flaking, peeling, some nasty eruptions that happen in those areas of the skin where you have used retinoids. This is the retinoid reaction. It is quite common. It is expected. The only thing is that the retinoids that are used in cosmeceuticals or in your skincare regimen, that is retinol, retinyl palmitate, acetate, whatever, now these are very mild, and therefore they are unlikely, I say unlikely, to cause the retinoid reaction. But the retinoid in your doctor's prescription, the one she or he may prescribe for your acne, that is much stronger, and that is more likely to cause retinoid reaction. So how do you prevent a retinoid reaction? Now let us talk about how to prevent a retinoid reaction. While the risk of retinoid reaction is pretty high with the creams your doctor prescribes, the risk is quite low for the retinoid skincare products that you buy from cosmeceutical brands. That is because the retinoid used in skincare products is retinol or retinyl palmitate, which are of lower potency. But nevertheless, it is always wiser to be both forewarned and prepared while using cosmeceutical retinoid preparations. To prevent a retinoid reaction, always start with the smallest amount of product. I recommend the dal algorithm. Yes, you heard me right. I did say dal algorithm. Dal as in lentils. What do you do with that? Well, to start with a moong dal sized amount for about 2 days. Then use a chana dal sized amount for about 2 days, and then go up to a matar dal sized amount. Use the matar dal sized amount on alternate days. In case your skin is very sensitive, use it only twice a week in the beginning, and then progress to alternate days, and finally start using it daily. Some amount of redness and flaking and burning is expected, and it means that the product is working. Remember, everybody's skin is different, and so is everybody's level of tolerance. If you feel uncomfortable, stop. If not, do continue, for retinoids are worth the pain and the patience. Some precautions that you must take when you are using a retinoid cream. First, do a patch test. Second, do not use any other product with retinoids, say like salicylic acid, AHA, BHA, etc. Use a good plain moisturizer which does not have too many ingredients. Pond's Cold Cream or Nivea Cream are pretty good and pretty dependable. If you are planning a baby or are expecting one, it's best not to use retinoids. And of course, invest in a good sunscreen. Types of retinoids. Retinol has greater potency than retinyl palmitate, but is less stable. Retinyl palmitate is slower acting but milder, so you can choose depending on your skin sensitivity. In fact, there is a new compound in the market called hydroxypinacolone retinoid. Now, this is a retinoic acid ester. Retinoic acid is a prescription retinoid. That is something that your doctor will prescribe to you and is very, very potent and very irritating. However, it is claimed that this ester of retinoic acid called hydroxypinacolone retinoid, it binds directly to retinoic acid receptors but does not cause the irritation normally seen with retinoic acid. There are studies available on this compound, but these are on very small sample sizes. Hence, I will reserve my comments on these claims. However, you may like to know that brands such as The Ordinary or Minimalist use this form of retinoids. Delivery systems. Intuitively, one can say that microencapsulated retinol, retin spheres, or retinol in similar vehicles are much better, being more stable. Therefore, look for them in the list of ingredients before buying. And finally, the type of packaging. The product should be in a glass bottle and the bottle should be dark in color. And don't forget AiBee's Gyan, the lesser the number of ingredients in a product, the better it is for your skin. So ladies and the odd gentleman watching, I hope I have been able to give you some information about the use of retinoids for your skin. I intentionally did not review any brand in this video. The reason being that when I researched the brands, I realized that the cosmetic industry in India is absolutely unregulated. Some of the brands did not mention what is the percentage of retinol they have put. Some of them didn't even tell you which form of the retinoid they are using in the product. And the third thing is that most of these products had so many other ingredients that I was quite confused as to what the brand is trying to do to your skin. And therefore I thought I'll just teach you, and I'll just give you the information and you can take your informed decision. So go through the brands that are available online, go through their ingredients and look for products that say that they have retinol or retinyl palmitate. Research the particular chemical and try to buy a serum or a skincare product that has got minimum number of ingredients. So but do include retinoids in your skincare regimen. Use it continuously, diligently for at least 3 months. Give it time to act. Follow all the precautions that I have talked about in my video, and maybe after 3 months come back to me and tell me whether you saw any change in the quality of your skin. So ladies and gentlemen, wishing you a very, very happy, prosperous, peaceful, healthy 2021. Till my next video, Namaskar. Oh, hi, I'm back. Just for a few seconds, I just wanted to tell you, I know you would be having multiple doubts. So I would be really happy to take your doubts, to answer your queries. Please leave your queries in the comment section below and I will answer each one. Thank you so much for watching. Namaskar.